a sign of strength, honor, and unity. The American flag and the Star-Spangled Banner bring this Buffalo neighborhood together every evening at 5 o'clock.
It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I'm on the porch every day when he plays that music.
A musical tribute to frontline workers.
I just wanted to show everyone that we can still support our country. We can come out, stay, socially distant, but still, get together and honor the country and, dance and make a little happiness out of a bad situation.
Dancing, smiles, a moment to be neighborly.
There's a reason they call us the City of Good Neighbors.
Good neighbors, coming together, still united. And isn't that good to know?
Find something to bring you some happiness.
I wanted to get out and make some music.
People are just so generous and helpful and just really want to make sure that we're all doing okay.
It feels wonderful giving. It's not the receiving.
If you can't get a good workout from it, at least you get a good laugh from it, and bond that way.
Hey everybody, I'm Lindsay Boach, and for the next half hour, we're going to keep things positive. We've got great stories from all across America about good people doing good deeds, showing support for their communities, families, and friends. And we start with an incredible teacher in Florida. She has a very special bond with one of her students, and like every good teacher, she has a very important lesson for us all.
And we'll be bringing you the weather on this very special edition day.
Amy Blackman will be the first to tell you her son Jacob has overcome a lot. He faces a list of diagnoses, including autism spectrum disorder.
We're very fortunate that that Jake is sweet, and that he's smart. He's super smart, right, buddy?
Yes, and we all know nobody's perfect.
Manatee Elementary School teacher Madeline Perrin has been working with Jacob since he was in kindergarten.
I just wanted everybody to know how much we appreciate what his teachers and especially Madeline Perrin, Mrs. Perrin has done for him over the last 6 years.
Now in 5th grade, Jacob and his teacher were devastated to learn their classroom time together would be cut short due to the coronavirus.
It's not really good, even though the epicenter right now is New York, we know that we are all in this together, and we won't give up.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I know that we will be able to beat this.
We will. Yes, we will. And that's true.
So today's weather is...
While the devastation of a pandemic is something Jacob can wrap his mind around, coming to terms with the idea of not being able to hug his favorite teachers and classmates, that's a little harder.
Jake is a huge hugger. Anybody he comes across at school, he wants to give you a big, huge hug. Amy just mentioned, it's been hard for them. I've gotten other emails too from parents that it was hard for them, but I'm like, what can I do?
How about a trip to the Blackman's front yard for a socially distanced visit? In her nomination, Blackman writes of the gesture, "I would give Madeline and others that have helped us the world if I could." Lucky for her, all Jacob needs for now is an air hug, proof we really are in this together.
We are a family in the class. So I want that continue through this means. It's a little difficult at times, but we're doing the best we can.
A restaurant owner in Opelousas, Louisiana is doing his part to fight school bullies. He's donating all of his profits during a recently Take Home Tuesday promotion to a group that promotes self-empowerment.
Because right now they're struggling in fundraising because they can't actually do anything, and they do so much good things in the community that we can't. I'm just trying to do my part to help.
The group was very thankful for the donation. They say they want to continue their work helping kids as soon as they can. All across the country, the Make-A-Wish Foundation is continuing to put smiles on very deserving faces, and we caught up with one very excited recipient in New York State.
Who's over here? Oh my God.
Saturday morning in Akron. A little piece of Scotland came to Madison Ross's doorstep.
They put biggest Big surprise on my face.
Madison is a Make-A-Wish child. She has a critical heart defect. Her wish is to go to Scotland, a place both part of her heritage and also where her sister Mason was studying abroad. But travel bans due to COVID-19 put her wish on hold.
We brought Scotland to you.
A surprise not only for Madison, but her entire family.
And every time I think about it, it just brings a huge smile to my face.
Thinking about it makes me tear up. Tears of joy to see that we could bring her that happiness, especially now.
That's Kathy Opalak. She and Corinne Fiegel are Madison's wish granters.
They become our family. The Wish families become our family.
Distraught to postpone the trip, the two knew they wanted to do something to keep Madison's spirits up. That's when they turned to the Erie County Sheriff's pipes and drums.
I looked up in my rearview mirror and there's like 10, 15 cars driving down the otherwise empty road. And I just got chills and I was like, the cavalry has arrived, like they're here.
The group played for the Ross family and neighbors in Akron and brought Madison some mementos.
It was just very uplifting.
While most wishes are postponed, Make-A-Wish continues to grant what it can, like gifts and some room makeovers. For wish kids like Madison who now wait, there's no reason to stop the surprises.
It's something that I think every single person that was a witness to this event will carry it in their heart forever.
A memory for a lifetime.
You felt like you were in Scotland?
Yeah.
And when this is over, Madison hopes to hear those same bagpipes in Scotland.
Yep, big car.
So yay, Clara, you like this?
This is a neighborhood parade in honor of 7-year-old Clara Verdon Williams, who has struggled with germ cell tumor cancer. Thanks to Make-A-Wish Arizona, she would have been at Disney World right now.
Yeah, we were supposed to leave earlier this month, and obviously things are on hold right now.
So Clara's wish granters put out the call for help, asking people in the community to deck out their cars for a front door parade.
It didn't just cheer our family up, it cheered up a neighborhood.
We saw police and fire trucks from Gilbert, Mesa, and Chandler. Also, dozens of cars decked out with lights and posters.
We're just so excited to see a few cars and a few honks, and it was...
And my teachers and friends.
Yeah.
The parade and gifts thrown out of car windows, a big hit with Clara and her sister Lily Mae.
It's a dancing llama.
It's a dancing llama.
But Make-A-Wish Arizona still has so many unfulfilled wishes. Right now, 600 kids waiting in what they call the pipeline.
Typically, we grant anywhere from 40 to 50 wishes a month, and this month we're probably only going to be able to grant 6 to 10. So it's a dramatic difference.
The child's safety, the #1 priority when the world is in the middle of a pandemic.
Finding comfort in these stressful times can be as simple as maybe snuggling a teddy bear. But this group of teddy bears in California is pretty special.
In light of COVID-19, we thought that would be cute to just, first of all, as a reminder, please wear your masks.
Marcella Johnson spends most of her life surrounded by teddy bears. Her comfort cubs are special bears. They're weighted, designed to soothe.
It causes your brain to release the neurotransmitters of dopamine and serotonin and oxytocin, which we know are the happy hormones.
Johnson started to make them 21 years ago after her son, George, died in the hospital shortly after birth. She found the weight was the only thing that helped her cope.
Causes your heart rate to slow down, your breathing to slow down, and it gives you an overall sense of calm and peace.
Since then, her nonprofit has brought that peace to thousands. Initially, Comfort Cub went to people dealing with the loss of a child. Then it expanded to survivors of trauma. Now they're expanding again to anyone dealing with coronavirus, including first responders.
We've had our partners actually from different hospitals reach out to us and say, Marcella, instead of ordering these for the patients, we're finding that our staff is really experiencing a lot of stress right now.
The timing is unique. This weekend would have been George's 21st birthday. Marcella had always planned a big event to mark the occasion. Now she's giving away 1,000 bears, a birthday gift from her son to anyone suffering.
We're so hopeful that the Comfort Cubs will be bringing people some extra peace and comfort during this very difficult time.
The gratitude for hospital workers on the front lines is unmistakable.
It's pretty amazing that people are just so generous and helpful and just really want to make sure that we're all doing okay.
One of the first needs being addressed is making sure hospital workers don't have to worry about their next meal. Feed the Fight is one of the groups answering that call.
I was trying to find, I think, a way to give back.
Dr. Matt Montgomery came up with the idea for that during a virtual happy hour with friends.
They're spread very thin and trying to provide great care for many people coming through right now.
Rather than binge watch Netflix, we wanted to do something to help them out and help out the businesses.
They then started a GoFundMe page to raise money, and in 2 weeks raised almost $20,000.
One aspect of my life we can give back and help those that are really out there in the, fighting the tough fight against this situation that we're in.
They're now feeding even more hospitals with the help from local restaurants. Montgomery understands the need. He's an anesthesiologist at Rose Medical Center.
Matt's amazing. We work with him pretty often, so for him to come up with this idea and just really help us out is really, really nice. It feels like he's looking out for us.
Something the team at the hospital needs right now.
I can speak for a lot of nurses. We have a hard time going to sleep at night. So being able to take something off of our docket to be able to just come in and do our job and not have to worry about one thing is really nice.
So they can give the thousands of hospital workers one less thing to worry about.
The streets in New York, much quieter right now, unless a concert of Cars rolls in.
Let's get it going. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
This show is a very limited engagement. Stand 6 feet apart, at least, everybody, including the 6-piece band bringing the gig to you.
I wanted to get out and make some music because one of the things I've been missing during this quarantine era is making music with other people.
I mean, that's the most joy of music, is we all get together and play. And the thing about the current situation, we can't play together. And everybody, all the gigs are canceled.
Social distancing is frustrating. It can also inspire creativity. Newly discovered, the hottest new act right off the promenade. We have a front row seat right here on the street. Window seating available. These musicians and friends park and play.
We got an Instagram at Concerts from Cars. If you can follow the Instagram. Somebody had reached out on our Instagram and requested that we come, so we did.
From their individual cars, they create a concert, now appearing Brooklyn Heights.
It's very hard to stay at home and emotionally really hard, and we just bring people a little bit of energy, positive energy.
I think for our well-being and mental health, we need some stuff to kick in like this.
Future tour dates are possible along city streets. The reviews are in. Concerts from Cars is the best sounding traffic jam. COVID-19 has changed so much about our lives. Throughout Nashville, stillness and silence have replaced what used to be. But one group is determined to ensure that cannot be said about choir practice.
All right, see how we get this thing to reverse.
I like you better upside down, Chuck.
4 weeks ago, as the coronavirus became a part of our lives.
Hello to everybody. I haven't seen anybody for months and months. Hello to everybody.
Hey, Daniel.
Zoom became a part of the Music City Chorus.
This is a really important community in a lot of our lives, and so keeping that intact even when we can't see each other in person is just a really good morale boost for all of us.
Like the 50 other singers in the group, Patrick McAlexander has temporarily turned his home into an auditorium built for one. And while the jokes may be new,
I'd say I think the biggest thing I'm going to miss most when I go back to real rehearsals is the mute button.
the choir's mission remains the same.
I think there's something about singing together in a group that just makes you feel this closeness with each other, this community.
And what better group to keep at it through all this?
I miss you guys oh so much.
Practicing for the day when this
is all over.
I know that the world's going to be in need of a lot of music at that point.
I want to tell you a story. Preparing for the day when we can appreciate all in Music City that hasn't changed.
Just because we're trying to stay at home all the time doesn't mean that we have to lose the communities that we're a part of.
It is one friend reaching out to another, not by touch, but through music notes. As soon as Julie Rubik heard her friend, 70-year-old Ellie Pick, was fighting the coronavirus, Julie grabbed her viola and told Ellie she would be out on her front lawn.
Oh, I was so full of joy and peace and gratitude.
She brought out a chair and pillows and a blanket, and she was like camped out. It was so cute.
It was so beautiful because while the medical staff can take care of my physical, it was really Julie who took care of my heart.
She needed a pick-me-up, and I had the ability to do that, so I said, why not?
She really raised my spirits and helped me a lot.
It's what I have to give.
The American flag is on display again for us, this time for a very special goodbye.
He loved his country. He loved being a police officer.
Vietnam veteran Richard Lewis unexpectedly passed away at his home last week.
He was so caring.
Lewis not only served his country, but he served 23 years with the Sarasota Police Department, retiring as a detective.
I had gotten word that they were going to take Richard Lewis from the funeral home straight to the cemetery.
COVID-19 restrictions allow only immediate family at the cemetery, so there would be no ceremony.
And decided that that is not right, that we can't do that.
It's very important for us to show our honor, show our respect for all those who served.
So law enforcement and veterans lined the road on the way to the cemetery honoring Lewis, making sure to stand at least 6 feet apart.
We didn't do this to prove a point. We did this because he was deserving of this.
The procession made a pit stop at the Disabled American Veterans 97 post, where a brief service was held to give Lewis and his family the honor he deserves.
Because this is something they take with them for the rest of their lives, to see the honor and the respect that we showed to one of their loved ones.
I want to plant a simple idea in your head that'll hopefully grow into something much bigger for your neighborhood. There's so much more that's good to know.